Go ahead.
Damn. I got some old children on it. That makes me an old man. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, sir.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. To that one who is the creator of all things, to him who is the revealer of all great and sacred truth. Dear family, I don't care how old any of us get to be in this world's life. None of us who are present today can thank Almighty God Allah enough for not one of his servants, but out of his infinite love for all of man, we thank this one God, for we, the members of the Nation of Islam and the over 1 billion Muslims all over this planet, believe that there is but one God. And from that one God came all of the righteous servants. They all come from that one God. That God, because of language, is called by different names. So don't let nobody twist you when it comes to language. When you hear Allah, that's only the Arabic word for God. And if you went among the Native Americans, they would say Tantashala. Don't think it's something strange. That's just the language they use to describe God. If you go in certain parts of Africa, they may say Umgunigongo. It just means God, fool. You just see the problem with black people, we only know one language. Everybody don't speak English. So I thank God. I thank him for Abraham. I thank him for Moses. I thank him for that perfect reflection that God can be manifest in man and woman through the examples of Jesus. I thank him for the man that this wicked world is attacking today, because they knew that they would never be able to stop the rise of the religion that they did not want many of our people into. I thank Allah for Muhammad and this religion called Islam. I thank him for these great and worthy servants. But today, I want to bring to those of you who are here visiting with us at Muhammad's Mosque number 27, and those that are visiting with us via social media, I want to give you some good news. And the good news is that the prophecies in both the Bible and the Quran are being fulfilled today. I came to bring you some good news that God is not unaware of your suffering. I came to bring you some good news that 70% or most of what you read in the Bible is not a history story. Most of what you read in the Bible is prophecy, because from the teachings of this great man, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he told us that our ancient fathers, the 12 major scientists, were so powerful in their thinking, their mental capacity was so strong that they could pre-write history 25,000 years in advance. Just by tuning in to the thinking of the people, using a mathematics that they could calculate what we would be doing at this time. Yes, Caucasian people, you're very wise too. You are smart. You can write history after it happened. But our fathers can write it before it even happens in the form of scriptures. Huh? Putting names there that human beings would fulfill at that time so that the enemy, the evil ones, was thrown off by its historical context. Oh, man. I thank Allah for the man who came to America and made himself known July the 4th, 1930.
That's right. Come on. Come on.
A strange man came from the east to the west, seeking to find a people in the Bible described as lost. Jesus gave his disciples a description of our condition. But the white theologians will not teach you right, brothers and sisters. And this is why we need a showdown with European scholars, and we need a showdown with the European religious leaders. That you have lied to the peoples of the earth. Huh? We cannot depend on a people who will not treat human beings right to teach us right. Come on. Look, I'm not trying to make you angry, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. Europeans, as they keep a good record of history, we should do the same. Because once I know historically what you do, or historically your habits or your character, if I know I got a cousin or an uncle that's a crackhead, huh? And I know they steal, when I invite them to the Super Bowl party, what should I do with my jewelry? Because his MO is he got a problem. Y'all all right, brothers and sisters? Y'all seem a little scared today. It ain't you talking, it's me talking. You know, we are so sick with the white man's mind ourselves, we don't even like it when black, brown, or red people even question their authority. Huh? The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan says it like this: if a man won't treat you right, what make you think he will teach you right? Religion has been used to enslave people of color. And the only groups who have done it basically and primarily have been Caucasians. Black people have not went throughout the planet trying to enslave others. The Native Americans have not gone to China to make them into slaves. Nor have the Mexicans. They have not traveled the world saying, you are my slave, I'm going to change your name, your language, your culture, your religion. But it's been done to them. And all of us have been given a white mind. I thank Allah for this man, Master Farad Muhammad. He was a scientist. Listen at me. Listen. Because the problem with religion, you have been put to sleep by the dogma and the rituals of religion. But you don't know how to study the ritual to get a higher truth, because the rituals is like a sign. It's pointing at something. You don't need to be baptized if you know what baptism is. You don't need to be dipped in no water if you know what the water represents. You don't need to have no communion eating no Ritz crackers. Oh, saltine. Thank you, baby. And drinking some grape juice if you know what it meant. You don't need the ritual. When you got the meaning of the ritual, you can apply the meaning to your character and change your life. But if you don't know the ritualistic meaning, somebody can dip you in water or food and you come up even a bigger fool.
Go ahead.
That water did not remove your fornication,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
or your lying, or your stealing. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, this man who came from the east. He told Abraham in the book of Genesis, know of a surety, Abraham, that your seed is going to go into a strange land. Huh? Among some strange people. I know you 20,018 person. America ain't strange to you now. Oh, but it was strange to the Africans who came here 500 years ago in the hull of a ship. This was a strange land to them. Huh? And when the Caucasians came to America, they was a strange people to the Native Americans. The Native Americans had never seen people like them. They didn't know how to cook. They didn't know how to hunt. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Those that are in that area called Mexico, they did not know that the Spaniards was going to trick them and enslave them and took their real Mexicans' name and enforced Spanish on them and enforced Spanish names on them. Even the Mexicans would be saying to the Europeans, take your names back. What was wrong with the names that you had before you met these crackers? Damn, I said I was going to stop using them. I'm a little fired up today. That's why I'm wearing my burgundy. I didn't wear the suit to promote the Bloods, you know. But he told Abraham, know of a surety, Abraham, that your seed is going to go in bondage. And they shall serve this people, and this people shall afflict them for how many years? That fits the black man, that fits the Native Americans, and that fits even Mexicans. Every black leader that the press brought down and he went and defended them, where are they today? Huh? Where is the black community? Here's a leader that's being attacked. Huh? He called a 1,000,000-man march when women was worried about where is the black man? Where's the 1,000,000 men? Huh? Here's a man that for 62 years he's been steady as she go, but because some Jews now are attacking him, you backing off? You damn punk. I believe I was born for this day. If I ain't got no other assignment, I have the assignment to defend the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. If I ain't got nothing else. Now, I know what it means when I was on the playground, when you was little, everybody want to know how strong your dad is. Hell, I didn't have one. I couldn't even play that game. I played it, but I pretended I knew my daddy when I know I didn't. Huh? But I got one now. I have a father now. You can jump on my back now. And I don't mean figuratively jumping on my back, but jump on my mind. Huh? I will defend the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan to my grave. Even with all my faults, I will defend him. Huh? Because I'm not seeking followers. I'm following a man I'm trying to get you to follow. And I'm letting you know that as I follow him, I'm sick too. So know that our little sick residue is going to come out of me as me and you is following the perfect one. Huh? You trying to say Farrakhan is perfect? Nope, I just ain't seen nothing wrong. a man, Farrakhan, who do a work like what he do, he have no sin.
Go ahead. Watch the way. Come on.
Here's a man that can wash 1 million people at a time. He don't have a sin. A man that pour you to God like that, even if he have a blemish, is so small because of his good works, you can't even see it. Our problem is, even in the nation, come on, some of us still suffer from the Columbus mindset.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Always coming around to settle on the worst part.
Go ahead.
I don't care how much good I can do as his followers, somebody gonna try to pick some weak. Then you're just a little damn Columbus.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And I don't care. If you want to look at my blemish or look at my trousers and see if I got stained, go ahead and look. You little doo-doo looker. Oh, Lord.
Go ahead.
I thank Allah for this day, that I lived long enough to defend a man that saved a wretch like me. I've been watching this man defend the world, and now he's under attack? And you think we just gonna take that? Oh, I got something for you today. So in their holy and righteous name, I greet you all today, and I mean this. In the greeting words of peace, we said in the Arabic language, Assalamu alaikum. Brothers and sisters, you honor me with your presence. And I pray hard to God that he killed the Tony in me, and that I open myself up so that he could come in. My desire again is, I don't like preaching. I'd rather teach you. My goal and purpose for being in front of you today is to get you to think. To get you to what? Think. Even if I upset you, it's better than you agreeing with me because you like me. In fact, I'd rather you be upset. Because that means you're going to do something about what I said. Just don't come at me and try to do nothing to me. But that ain't going to go well. Mary, but Mary's father didn't want Joseph with his daughter because Joseph was a carpenter when Mary's father was a very wealthy man. We'll go into that close to Christmas. All right? Come back in a couple of weeks. We'll do that on Christmas. We're going to put together a Muslim choir so we can sing Silent Night. I'm feeling good, man. Then Jesus said, if God were your father, you would love me. For I proceeded forth from God. For I proceeded forth and came from God. Neither came I of myself. Why do you not understand my speech? See? Even because you cannot hear my words. Then Jesus said, you are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. Look at what Jesus said. Your father, he was a murderer from the beginning. Now Jesus is giving them their history like I'm getting ready to give you the Jews' history. The present day Jews. You ready for this history? That's why they don't want you listening to Louis Farrakhan or the ministers of the Nation of Islam. Because we know their history. We got the books on them. We're not mad at them. We're just saying, let's sit down and settle this. We want you all to settle with us like you made Germany settle with you. Germany burned your people in an oven. Germany killed 6 million Jews. Well, your father was responsible for killing 100 million of us. What do you mean? We had nothing to do with your slavery. Oh, shut up, Jew. You all control 40% of the slave ships. I got the record on you. Not from what we say, from what your rabbis say, what your scholars say. You manufactured the chain that my mother had chain around her neck. Y'all made them damn chains. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Nah, I'm getting a little upset. You know, I'm about to do that dance called the Hall Offing. Y'all don't know about that dance called the Hall Off? Haul off and, you know. See, they better hope they sit down with Minister Farrakhan and not his foolish ministers. I might not be able to hold myself. He might not bust him in the mouth, but they say something wrong, I might bust him in the mouth. Talk about my daddy. Make me sad. Talk about my mama. Anyway, look, he was a murderer from the beginning. That's right. And abode not in the truth. See, they don't even like truth because there is no truth in him. See, look, when Yaqub grafted them, he grafted them on the basis of a lie. And he put into them lying, stealing, and how to master people of color. Look, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. Look, for he is a liar and the father of it. See, Jesus know their father. They got two different fathers. Their father is Yaqub. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. Now, is Jesus criticizing the Jews here? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, class, I'm going to flunk y'all today. Now, is this happening in present time? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is there an argument between some black leader, some brown leader, red leader, and Jews? Yes, sir. Is it Jesse Jackson? No, sir. Is it Creflo Nita Dollar? No, is it T.D. Jakes? No, is it Al Sharpton? No, is it Jesse Jackson? No, sir. Is it Louis Farrakhan? Yes, sir. Come on, add it up. Why did the Jews hate Jesus? Because Jesus kept criticizing them. Go to the book of Matthew, chapter 23, verses 27 and 28. Look at what Jesus was saying to the Jews, because remember, Jesus at this day, he was teaching in a synagogue. Look at what he said. Woe unto you, scribes. This is a press. And scholars. Woe unto you who? Scribes. Today, I would say, woe unto you CNN. Woe unto you Fox. ABC, NBC. Woe unto you BET, because ain't nothing black about it. I ain't getting no claps off the BET, ain't nothing. But BET be putting on black movies. When? You ain't never seen a black movie. Come on, please. Read the credits. No. Because people are black, that don't mean they're playing a black movie. Love and Hip Hop is not a black movie. No, sir. That's a black problem. Go ahead. Somebody else is putting us in those roles for another purpose that I'm going to show you in a few minutes. Look at Jesus. Now he at the Jews again. Woe unto you who? Scribes, Pharisees, hypocrites. For ye are like unto whited sepulchres, graves, tombs, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men bones, and of all uncleanness. He goes on to say to the Jews, even so ye also outwardly appear righteous, unto men, but within ye are full of hypocrisy and iniquity. Look, you coming at the minister, then I'm going to show you where you don't use the same standard when your own people say the same words Minister Farrakhan say. You say Minister Farrakhan called Hitler great. I'm going to show you where some Jews called him great. Huh? Oh, come on, Jesus. Y'all ready for this one? This is the book of Matthew. Jesus kept going in them. See, y'all would see if Jesus see y'all talking about, I love Jesus. If he was here, he'd be on them Jews too. Then what are you going to do? I don't know, Jesus. I was waiting on you to return, but damn, I'm trying to get a record deal. I'm trying to get in a movie. I can't roll with you because the ADL don't like you. Look at what Jesus said. Woe unto you, scribes, Pharisees, hypocrites. See, he keep digging. Man, I love this man, Jesus. Because you build the tombs of the prophets. They build tombs, man. They even put up, Martin Luther King gave him one. But do you know they call him anti-Semitic? You build the tombs of the prophets and garnish the sepulchres of the righteous. And say, if we had been in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets. Wherefore ye be witness unto yourselves that you are the children. This is Jesus talking. You are the children of them which killed the prophets. Come on. Brothers and sisters, please listen. This is critical. This is Jesus talking, not Farrakhan, but you can't help but put Farrakhan face on it. Christians sometimes say, I ain't know Jesus said stuff like that. Because you ain't going in the Bible, you going by it. Look at what he said. Fill ye up then the measure of your fathers. I ask these present Jews, are you any better than the old Jews? Prove it. Look at Jesus. Then he goes into them. Look at what he called them. Ye serpents. Oh. You generation of vipers. Damn. How can ye escape the damnation of hell? Huh? Look at Jesus. Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them you shall kill and crucify, and some of them you shall scourge in your synagogues and persecute them from city to city. That upon, look at Jesus. Now look at what Jesus is saying about the Jews. That upon you may come all the righteous bloodshed upon the earth, from the blood of righteous Abel unto the blood of Zechariah. Jesus is saying that the Jews killed all the prophets. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, they did. Come on, Christians, talk back. Go get your pastor. Why do your pastor let rabbis come and sit in the pulpit and they don't believe in Jesus, and Muslims do, but won't even let us in the pulpit? Why is it that when the rabbis come to the Christian church, y'all put the best choir up there? Oh, the usher boy be acting up because y'all got company. You don't even know it's a serpent sitting in your pulpit. It's a viper sitting in your pulpit. Y'all all right? See, this is Jesus being critical. Y'all ready?